fee off, man.
No, man, you're a lame shot. You owe me 20 bucks. Hey, I go. Go, set him up. Check this out, man. What the hell is that? Whatever it is, it looks like it's landing, man.
Did you guys hear that?
Man, there's something out there.
Well, what? Like an alien?
Dude, let's get out of here.
Wait! Come on, come on, come on! Go! I'm going! Get out! Go! Hurry up!
I'm trying! Come on! Come on, man! I can't!
Out! Guys, you hurt!
Rocky! I don't know! I can't!
Hurry up! It's coming!
I'm trying!
Oh my God.
What?
Well, cause of death is no mystery. Single gunshot wound to the chest. The rest of the picture...
Bring on the mystery.
Yeah, like how did Neil Armstrong get all the way out to the woods before realizing he left his space shuttle behind?
Armstrong never flew in the shuttle.
Keep bagging and tagging, smart guy.
Holy.
No luck getting the helmet off yet.
Ah. Wow. Okay, so kids all have the same story. Bright light in the sky, and then this astronaut just appears out of nowhere.
Had to come from somewhere.
You know, conspiracy theorists will tell you Big Brother's got all kinds of covert space programs.
Maybe Oliver Stone disciples might be on to something.
Still searching a 2-mile perimeter, Lieutenant. Found this a couple 100 yards off.
So what do you think? Part of an ejection seat? Maybe a space capsule?
That's all burned up and shredded. How do you make it down?
Well, it's got to be some explanation. It's not like he just fell from the sky.
Why not? Doe did.
I believe we have ourselves a first.
What are you grinning at?
Well, usually it's Frank's job to call me in for consultation. Your job to look at me skeptically and to send me on my way.
Tell me everything you know about our government's secret space program.
Didn't know we had one.
Does that mean we don't have one? Or is it possible if it's secret, even you don't know about it?
Either. Both. I don't know. Good question, though.
Great, glad I called. You're about as helpful as the guy I spoke to in Nassau. They don't know anything about this astronaut we found either.
You know, the government has a long documented history of keeping secrets. Take the Warren Commission.
Doe, focus. We're talking spacemen here, not JFK.
Where's the body?
You'd think they'd make these things a little easier to get off.
You ask me, this thing is looking like a prank gone bad. Guy decides to dress up like an MTV Video Music Award and scare some kids in the wood and ends up getting himself shot.
Yeah. 2 layers of liquid cooling and ventilation. RF sealed ladder. The suit's not a replica. Gloves themselves cost up to $40,000.
Expensive prank.
Space shuttle EMU. It's what astronauts wear when conducting EVAs.
Spacewalks. So now what's the scenario here? Guy steps outside the shuttle to fix the Hubble telescope, then accidentally slips and falls into the woods outside Seattle.
Discoloration of the face and neck. Signs of advanced cyanosis. It's not caused by any gunshot wound.
Lack of oxygen to the brain. It could be caused by any number of things. Hypothermia, carbon monoxide poisoning.
So bottom line, if the kid hadn't shot our astronaut,
He would have died anyway.
Damn, I thought I was having a bad day.
Sorry, Lieutenant, it is barged in.
Colonel Donegan, Air Force, OSI.
Office of Special Investigations.
We'll need you to hand over all the evidence you've obtained in this case, including the body.
this man was killed in our jurisdiction, Colonel.
The deceased is an officer in the United States Air Force, ma'am. Our man, our jurisdiction. Here's a federal warrant to substantiate it.
Posse Comitatus.
Excuse me?
Chapter 263, Article 15, ratified June 18, 1868, prohibits the use of U.S. military and domestic law enforcement.
Well, thank you for the history lesson, son. But that legislation was passed to prevent the executive branch from using the military against its own citizens. Clearly not applicable here. Now, please step aside. I won't ask again.
Let him go, Dale.
Just doing the job, man.
Sounds like they are up to their old tricks again.
Hey, here comes the grassy knoll.
Well, that's a whole nother story, Frank. But I gotta tell you, my time in old Uncle Sam's employ, I pulled my share of covert monkey business. Orchestrated coups, black ops, you name it. See, the world ain't exactly run the way they say in newspapers or on TV.
Frank. That's him. The astronaut.
Plane crashed my ass.
It's like deja vu all over again.
If I can intercept the X-band signals from KHSR-183 spy satellite. You know, a spy satellite can read the license plate of a car doing 95 in the I-5.
Well, maybe when you're done, you could hook me up with some free satellite TV at my place.
He's trying to get us a bird's-eye view of what the Air Force has got going on up there in those woods. I mean, if the astronaut crash landed, there's got to be some kind of wreckage or an impact crater or something.
It's no good. Cloud cover's too thick.
What do you know about the lacrosse?
I know Jim Brown was an All-American at Syracuse.
Lacrosse $3,500 million spy satellite launched December 2nd, 1988, entered orbit at an inclination of 57 degrees. But beams microwave energy to Earth in order to help see through cloud cover.
It was more of a rhetorical question. I just meant you should try to find the signal.
The Lacrosse 3000 was deorbited 6 years ago.
That's what they said, but in reality, they just left it up there. They masked the signal with a weather broadcaster.
How do you know all this stuff?
Just see if you can hack into it.
You're right. It's still up there.
And you're the one that gets all the great PR.
47 degrees, 51 minutes north. The exact location where the body was found.
Can you sharpen the image?
Cloud cover, it's still too thick.
Zoom out a little.
I got it.
Looks like a crop circle.
Looks like something burned right through the tree line. Like something landed there.
Looks like the island I woke up on.
Or where you were dropped off. The Air Force is trying to make a whole different deal out of this thing.
So we decided we'd go to the woods to see what the real deal is.
Look, I don't like being jerked around any more than you do, but is it worth breaking federal laws and risking your career, my career, over?
It's important to John. John?
All right, what's this?
It's my first memory. I woke up naked on that island in the middle of that circle.
Naked. Any idea how you got there?
A few hours ago, we downloaded this.
Okay, it's the same circle. What do you think caused him?
Maybe some kind of classified aircraft?
Or maybe a
Maybe a what?
UFO. Look, I know it sounds ridiculous, but it's no more ridiculous than what I live with every day. Consider this. What if I was abducted?
By aliens.
Picked up, experimented on, and dropped off on that island.
Is it worth rolling the dice on your badge over this, little green men?
Hey, you're the one that's always saying, think outside the box.
Yeah, not outside the universe. Well, you're stepping on some pretty big toes heading up there. And with 2 civilians in tow?
Well, thank you for your concern, Lieutenant.
Look, I'm not saying we shouldn't pursue this thing, but there's a right way and a wrong way.
Okay, then sign me up for the wrong way.
Jamie, please. This could be a key to who I am.
Okay, but I want updates on the hour. I got an idea or two of my own. Go.
Let's go. The next perimeter patrol is in an hour.
I learned this trick in Bolivia. We use palm fronds to hide our Uis.
When were we at war with Bolivia?
We weren't. Officially.
And unofficially?
Unofficially, lost 2 of the best men I ever knew.
What the government keeps on the wraps can fill volumes.
Brother, what the government keeps on the wraps could fill libraries.
Those libraries have a section devoted to UFOs, alien life forms.
Beats the hell out of me. They revoked my library card years ago.
Dunnigan, I have Lieutenant Avery here to see you. Seattle Metro PD.
What can I do for you, Lieutenant Avery?
I'm just looking for a little clarity. Captain Nelson Barnes was shot, wearing a spacesuit in the woods.
Well, that's not what the official story is, ma'am.
Official story or official cover-up?
Give us a second. Off the record, I honestly don't know what happened out there, but I'm going to find out.
We could assist in the investigation if you would give us access to the body.
Captain Barnes's remains have been cremated, per his last will and testament.
How convenient. I don't suppose you could tell me what Captain Barnes was doing out there in the woods.
Sorry, I can't. It's classified. And it's my job to keep it that way.
What about his wife and children? What did you tell them?
That their father was a hero, that he died serving the country he loved. And that's all I'm at liberty to say. Now, if you'll excuse me.
We're 8,678 feet due west. We're clearing. The rate we're traveling should be there in 13.4 minutes.
move faster if we were on donkeys. Come on, Dick, put the pedal to the metal.
Hey, old Molly here wasn't designed for off-roading, Frank.
Molly. You call your car Molly?
Car's like a member of the family, right? It deserves a name.
Stop! 6 feet from the base of that tree. Metal disc.
It's a terrain marker. Green Berets use them. It means there's thermal scanners in the area.
Lieutenant Avery. You met the other night? Thanks for coming in.
Is my son in any trouble?
No, not at all. I was just hoping he might be able to tell me more about the other night. Starting with seeing the light in the sky?
I don't know how much Ryan really remembers.
Well, let's let Ryan speak for himself.
Ryan's only 17. I really don't think that we should be talking to you without a lawyer present.
They already got to you, didn't they?
Where's the fire?
Out there.
Carbon dioxide gas creates a fog, giving the lasers something to refract off of.
Making them visible to the naked eye.
Damn spider web. How do we pass through?
Glass.
Glass?
Infrared beams don't pass through glass. Well, at least not very well. Take a greenhouse, for instance. The heat from the sun's allowed in. The damaging rays are filtered out.
So if we can find large pieces of glass, we can cut off the lasers and pass through them undetected. Yeah, well, where are we gonna find big pieces of glass way out here in the woods? Oh, no. No. All right, not Molly. I mean, she's
part of the family.
Hey, what's family for?
Okay, there's 9 pieces of glass counting the sunroof.
Next one. We've got just enough glass to create a corridor. Call through.
I never should have chauffeured this kick. Here you go.
So Dunnigan was first assigned to the 512th Airlift Wing at Dover Air Force Base.
Rumored to be the home of some of the Air Force's most classified projects.
Okay, 5 years later, he's reassigned to the 88th Air Base Wing at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base.
Rumored to house the alien ship that crashed at Roswell in 1947.
Wait, get this. His assignment after that? Groom Lake.
Otherwise known as Area 51, in the great state of Nevada. And now he's here in Washington, the Air Force's UFO guy.
Colonel, they're clearly in distress, sir.
Their vitals haven't gone critical. Their lives aren't in jeopardy.
We've lost one man already.
They knew what they were signing up for. We're pushing these men to extremes for a reason. Interfering now only serves to defeat the purpose of the mission.
Kids to the zoo twice a year is about all the back to nature I need. What's holding up the train? What the hell is that?
Going home.
steel and titanium construction. Fully enclosed life support systems. It's not extraterrestrial. Man-made. So much for my circle in the woods.
Don't be so sure. Maybe you're man-made just like it is. Well, what is it, anyway?
Mars Habitat 1. Technology tester. An habitation capsule that can create its own atmosphere. Test the growth of plant life. Implement a water recycling system.
What for?
See whether or not the dream of a Mars expedition is actually feasible. Let's say it's all the way out here because the climate here mirrors the climate on Mars.
Great. So we stumbled onto the movie set of Capricorn 1.
You know, I wonder what secrets this baby's got locked up inside her.
Why don't we ring the doorbell and see who answers?
Same airlock system used on the ISS. Utilizes a latch release pin puller with memory alloy actuator. Got a light. Okay. Heat the wire above its transition temperature, causing the latch release to move up against the reset spring and... Guys. Discoloration of the face and neck. Advanced cyanosis. Just like the first astronaut we found.
Cyanosis? Is that in any way contagious?
No. It's brought on by everything from a pre-existing heart condition to carbon monoxide poisoning.
Well, whatever caused it, these flyboys sure went out with a bang. This place is trashed.
Signs of struggle. Some kind of fight.
Or they were attacked. Wild animal, maybe.
The food stores are all intact, and I don't see any claw marks. I doubt anything else got in here.
I'm gonna get Avery and forensics up here.
Don't bother. Nearest cell phone tower is 57.7 miles from here.
Great. Wonder why the Colonel and his Boy Scouts aren't up here yet. Billion-dollar technology tester. You think they'd monitor us up here poking around? The door!
Looks like they're doing a hell of a lot.
Word from him?
It's been a few hours since Frank checked in. Off the record, I'm a little concerned.
You don't think something happened to him?
I don't want to, and I want to keep it that way.
Well, pulling any more vitals on Colonel cover-up's been next to impossible.
If I could just get to someone on the inside, someone close to him.
I don't know. Those jarheads will never sell each other out.
I think I know who might. Donegan's staff sergeant seems nervous.
Lieutenant Avery, what are you doing here?
I just have a couple of questions about Colonel Donegan.
Well, you know, this isn't exactly a really good time.
It'll just take a sec, if you don't mind. What kind of man is the Colonel? Easy to work for?
I don't know if I exactly use the word easy to describe him.
I know what you mean. My captain, Ruiz, I could tell you some stories.
I bet I could top him. Colonel's got me doing all of his personal stuff, paying bills, picking up the dry cleaning. I mean, wear these staff sergeant stripes, but most of the time I just feel like a glorified secretary.
Huh.
Please.
You notice anything unusual going on with the Colonel?
If he knew I was talking to you right now, he'd throw me in the brig.
Trust me, we never talked.
Unusual. What would you consider unusual?
Oh, I don't know. Any change in duties? Has he seemed overly stressed lately?
Quite the opposite. Actually, I've never seen him so relaxed. I mean, he just bought a new house, new car. He's going on vacation, back to the Caymans. Seems like he just got back from his last trip.
I didn't realize the Air Force paid so well.
I don't know where he gets it.
Any guesses?
The Colonel's a good man.
I'm not accusing him of anything.
And he's my commanding officer. I think it's time we end this.
Well, no red flags in Colonel Dunnigan's financial portfolio. Seems to live a modest lifestyle.
No, I should be so modest. Have you checked into his new vacation spot, the Caymans? According to the staff sergeant.
I'll have to cross-check every bank. It'll take some time. Unless...
What?
Bingo. District registration. There's a newly formed corporation registered under the Colonel's name, recently equipped to handle large wire transfers. So Colonel Dunnigan's all set up to hide big cash payoffs, but from who?
Defense contractors, maybe. The Air Force works with thousands of them. They build everything from airplanes to toilet seats. See if you can narrow it down. Figure out who would pay off the Colonel and why.
Won't budge.
Let me try.
It's reinforced titanium. You're wasting your time.
Well, you got any better ideas, smart guy?
Found this laptop. It's still functioning. Could be a manual override. Hey. It's a Mike 314 Alpha 1 parachute flare. 37.5% of reported UFO sightings are military-grade parachute flares.
So the light up in the sky that the kids saw right before the shooting?
Most likely one of those parachute flares. Another mystery explained away.
Dead astronaut must have set it all. Probably just trying to find his way in the dark. What was he doing out there anyway?
Geology survey. Part of their mission. One astronaut out at a time. Just as if they were really on Mars.
It's all very interesting. But you better back up, ladies. I'm gonna blow this tin can up and get us the hell out of here.
Are you crazy? That's G9, solid rocket propellant. You'll blow us up.
Give me my lighter back, John. No. I'm serious. Give it back.
Are you listening to me? You'll kill us.
Well, you're in a pretty destructive mood today, though. First my car, now my lighter.
Now, how the hell are we gonna get out of here, genius?
Look out like this.
No, Frank, no! Are you out of your mind?
Oh, I forgot. You're the only one allowed to have any ideas around here.
Guys, now is not the time to lose our heads.
Yeah, right. But if it wasn't for you, we all wouldn't have been here in the first place, would we?
Ain't that the truth?
What? I came here to help you solve the case.
Help, please. You just want to see if this case can help you to figure out who you are.
That's all it's ever about with him. Him.
What are you talking about? You're the most self-absorbed person I know.
You only know 3 people, man.
What are you laughing at? The problems you got at home, I'd be crying if I were you.
He does. Every night in my bar.
Bar? That place is more like a cheese ball theme restaurant from the 80s. And Digger, what in the hell does that name mean anyway?
Right. Don't ask. What can I ask? What about your time in the military? Or was it the NSA? And what about your 6 wives? Do they really exist?
Digger, I know where you get the name. It's about all that crap you're always shoveling.
Yeah. Well, at least none of my wives fired me.
Yeah, well, at least I didn't go through 6 of them, you son of a bitch.
Well, at least I don't need some fact-spouting freak doing my job for me. What? That's fact-spouting what?
Hey,
Bring it
on!
Come on! Bring it!
Come on!
Bring it!
Put the weapons down! Put them down!
What are you gonna do, Frank? Arrest us?
I'll do better than that. Back up. It's on now, come on!
Don't sing it, bring it.
Blurred vision, headache. Bust out the violins. John Doe can't take the heat. No. I think we're classic symptoms of cyanosis.
That's what you said, cyanosis wasn't contagious.
It's not. I think we're suffering the initial stages of hypoxia.
But altitude sickness, that only happens on airplanes, genius.
No. Any pressurized environment with its own internal oxygen supply. That's what happened to the first astronaut. That's what's happening to us.
So you're saying we're all gonna die?
Stages include psychosis.
Speak for yourself.
God. Involuntary dilation of the pupil, then an intense flash of light, then coma, then death.
How much time we got?
According to that clock, time is 7:30. By 9 p.m., we're
dead.
We need to find out exactly what the Colonel is hiding up in those woods. We do that, we can start narrowing down which contractors have a motive to pay him off.
No latitude or longitude. No idea exactly where this is.
What's this?
It's an IP address and a password. It's a hacker's roadmap. If I can just follow John's breadcrumbs, I can hack into the same satellite he did. It worked.
Can you get any closer?
Clear blue sky shouldn't be a problem. There's a circle of trees. Looks like some kind of craft.
Holy... Oh, the guys actually got to that. Found it. What if they're inside that thing?
60-minute warning.
That destroy all the computers?
Radios, too. There's no way to communicate with the outside world.
Guys, the air we breathe, 78% nitrogen, 0.94% argon, 0.4% CO2, 21% oxygen.
There he goes again. Spouting off more of those useless facts of his.
These useless facts will save your life.
Yeah, John Doe, superhero. We ought to get him a little costume, you know? A cape, some tights.
XR-74 oxygen recycler. Job of this thing is to keep the gas levels constant.
Well, whatever it is, it ain't working.
Oxygen recyclers are big business. Billions used on everything from the space shuttle to nuclear subs.
Wish we had one that worked.
Chip's been soldered to the oxygen control circuit. Shouldn't be. It's been sabotaged.
What?
Someone on the inside had to have access.
This habitat, it's isolated. Only way to get these supplies up here is to helicopter them in. But there's no room outside to land. There has to be a navigational beacon.
Military rigs required.
All you gotta do is access them now. We got about 48 and a half minutes left.
You know, the Capitol Records building in Los Angeles has a red warning light that flashes out the word Hollywood in Morse code every 20 seconds. And look, there's a navigation transmitter.
Please tell me you know Morse code.
Yeah. It's our only chance. Let's hope someone's watching.
What the hell does the Air Force have up there?
Looks like some kind of excursion module, like what landed on the moon. Did you see that?
I saw a light flash. There it is again.
It doesn't seem to be at even intervals, like someone's controlling it. I think it's Morse code. Think it's from Doe?
Good question. Can you figure out what it's saying?
Okay, the first part of the message is an SOS. The second part seems to say XR-74.
XR74?
Then it says disabled. XR74 disabled. What does that mean?
Look, it's an SOS. Maybe they're trapped in there.
So tired. Can't stay awake.
Frank, don't fall asleep.
XR74, do you think it has something to do with the Colonel's little bank account in the Caymans?
The only thing I can come up with is the model number of an oxygen recycler. XR74, manufactured by Pacific Aeronautics right here in Seattle.
Doe, you did it again.
Did what?
He just told us how the Colonel caused the cyanosis in our dead astronaut. He disabled the oxygen recyclers in that thing up there.
How could someone do that?
If that someone was all prepared to take a payoff from a rival company who wanted the contract. If the system failed, they could swoop in with their own technology. Explains where he plans on getting his extra income from.
It stopped. Why did it stop?
And there...
I know all about your bank account in the Caymans.
Lieutenant Avery, what are you...
You have been taking bribes to sabotage Pacific Aeronautics.
Excuse me?
Hundreds of thousands of dollars. You sabotaged the oxygen recycler so someone else would get the contract.
You were way out of line, Lieutenant.
My friends are dying out there.
I brought you in here so you could see for yourself. There's no one in that habitat but my men. They got into some trouble early on, but now they're fine.
Where's Hayes? Doe. This doesn't make any sense. Is this a live feed?
Of course it is.
The clock in the upper right-hand corner, can you zoom in on that? It's 2 hours slow.
What the hell?
This isn't a live feed. It's a video loop of old footage. Look at the date, it's 4 days old.
I'll reroute breath secure T1 line.
Oh my God. You have got to get me up there now.
This is the Air Force matter, Lieutenant. Classified. We'll take care of it.
Looking for this?
But you should be dead. Isn't that what you had in mind?
Lucky for us, I was able to repair the oxygen recyclers. You sabotaged.
I came here to help.
Pacific Aeronautics oxygen control circuit panel. What a coincidence.
Make it look like the recyclers failed on their own.
Cover your own ass all the way around. As an officer of the Seattle Metro Police Department, I'm placing you under arrest, Sergeant.
Neat trick. You had the live video feed on a loop. Colonel Dunnigan and the other officers never knew. Position you were in, you were able to manipulate everything in the Colonel's life, including opening a bank account in the Caymans in his name. And to top it off, you killed your own men. That's the oldest motive in the book. When the oxygen recyclers prove faulty, the new contract would have to go to Pacific Aeronautics' rival, a contract worth billions.
Just got out of control. I tried to put a stop to it before the other three died. I just wanted to expose the faulty recyclers and clear way for the new contract, but when Barnes got killed, I couldn't get back in to fix it in time. I swear to you, the Colonel refused to veer from protocol.
He didn't know the experiment was sabotaged.
No.
Well, isn't that sweet? We weren't supposed to die.
Yeah. Makes you feel kind of misty, huh?
You know, Frank, what I said about you and your family, that was the hypoxia talking.
Yeah, maybe. But there was some truth in it. And fact is, I got a lot of work to do in my own life. And Dick, I'm sorry about what I said about your wives.
That's all right, man. To be honest with you, I mean, there's a part of me that kind of envies you. You should really try to stay together with your family, Frank. And you, that part I said about a costume and cape, I actually kind of meant that.
Yeah, I could see him in tights.
Oh, yeah.
Now that's disturbing. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't have anything to do with that whole alien thing.
Imagine that. The world doesn't revolve around John Doe.